Alright, what is up? I'm back for more of My Father's Long Legs Part 4. And here we go, we'll jump right into this with, we ended off the only sign of habitation was a single car. Here's my brother's car. Let's check this out. The doors were locked, the windows rolled up, and hand pressed to the hood told me it was not warm. But apart from that, I had no way of guessing how long the vehicle had been there unattended. Ahead, the house waited. Alright. Seemed not much different from the rest of the building, scraped down to gray bones by the elements. The windows were gone, without even slivers of glass remaining. Sorry. And the porch had bowed and now held a stagnant pool of rainwater. The front door stood open at an angle, its lowermost hinge having rusted and snapped in two. Okay. Stepping carefully on the rotting porch, I slipped inside and found myself in the old living room. The room was littered with trash chunks and plaster dropped from the ceiling. Television was gone, though a lighter patch in the shredded wallpaper marked its former location. The couch had collapsed, and it seemed covered with mounds of some sort of gray mold or fungus. Ugh. Ahead was the central hallway of the house, and I could see that the door to the basement had been wholly removed. So there's no more door to the basement. Called out my brother's name and stood for a moment looking out in the unremitting darkness. Of course, the power was out. It probably disconnected long ago. But a flashlight lay on the floor just outside the basement entrance. Alright, cool. My brother's flashlight seemed quite new. I flicked it on and pointed it down to the basement, but it seemed penetrated far enough to reveal. I forgot I did that. Penetrated only to reveal a foot of the stairs. Called my brother's name again and waited. There was still no response. Creepy. Assuming the basement was anything like as I had last seen it, my brother could have easily gotten hurt and went down the stairs without his flashlight. He might have been landing there just beyond the stairs unconscious. I had to make sure. Of course you do. Flashlight ready, I went into the basement. Whoa, what happened? Quite a bit of work. Whoa. Whoa. This is cool. I knew my father had done quite a bit of work in the decade since we left. I went down. I called for my brother. I walked to the left. I walked to the right. Oh. Oh, I have to choose. Only my breathing echoed back through those chambers of bared earth. I walked further into the darkness. Oh, I really gotta be looking for stuff, don't I? Around me there's nothing but darkness. I walked further onward. I called for my brother again and received no answer. The path went left and right. Alright, well, there is noises, as I can hear them right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is shoveling noise. Was I going in circles? How do you say? I followed the sound of digging. I took a downward slope to the path left. I called my brother's name. In the distance, the sound of shoveling did not break its rhythm, as if the digger did not know or care I was there. I followed the sound of digging. I walked into the darkness. I called for my brother again, followed the sound of digging. I turned right. The musty smell of old earth filled my nostrils. I gotta make sure I'm not missing anything. Around me, nothing but darkness. I followed the sound of digging. No. I walked further on. I called for my brother. No answer. Left. Followed the sound of digging. The past. The past my father had eaten through the earth, stretched out in all directions. There was no sign of my brother. Called for my brother again. I followed the sound of digging. I turned right. The much smaller. Okay. Where is my brother? Where was my brother? I followed the sound of digging. I went left. In the distance, the sound of shoveling did not break its rhythm. So the digger, blah, blah, blah. We already read this. Took a deep breath. I followed the sound of digging. I followed the closest turn to the path. How long had I been down here? I turned right. I followed the sound of digging. I feel like a jump scare is gonna happen. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I don't trust this, so I'm just gonna. I don't like loud noises. Okay. I'm just gonna put one ear on so I don't get full. I did not know what to tell her mother. I did not know where to go from here or what to do. It is true I gave up my search, but once I saw what lived there, had been living there for all those years, more precisely what had grown there, I ran from the basement. Somehow my own luck, or by some other's design, I made it out of the darkness, though my brother was not. There is still a chance that he still may be alive. My guilt is heavy. There's like this. Okay, that's just what I was doing. My guilt is heavy, but I do not doubt that. But there is outweighed by fear I experienced where I came face to face with that terrible result to my father's attempted renovations of a rotted world. I once told my brother there is no such place as hell. No! I wonder if he's grown as her father. I can't scroll or do anything. I'm gonna end the recording here, and I'm gonna do some research to see if this is the end or not. But if it is, I hope you enjoyed this series of mine. Have a great day.